Episode 1 of Gimbap and Onigiri opens quietly, setting the tone for a romance that grows not through conflict or spectacle, but through shared stillness. From the start, the drama makes it clear that food isn't just a motif here, it's the emotional language that bridges two lives drifting without direction. We're introduced to Taigga, once a promising college track athlete, now stuck in the aftermath of failure. His life feels paused rather than ruined. He works part-time at a small neighborhood restaurant, moving through his days without urgency or ambition. Eui-Sung plays Taigga with a subdued warmth, letting his uncertainty show in the way he drifts rather than resists his circumstances. Park Ren enters the story just as softly. A Korean graduate student living alone in Japan, she's clearly weighed down by isolation and pressure, though the episode doesn't over-explain her struggles. Ha-Joon gives Ren a quiet fragility. She's functional, polite, and composed, but there's a loneliness that sits just beneath the surface. Their connection begins with something deceptively small, a meal. When Ren eats food prepared by Taigga, the moment lands with surprising emotional weight. It isn't romantic in the conventional sense, but deeply intimate. The comfort she finds in that shared meal becomes the emotional hinge of the episode, suggesting how healing can begin without words. What stood out to me most is how deliberately the episode avoids leaning on cultural misunderstanding for drama. Instead, it focuses on learning how two people from different places observe each other's habits, rhythms, and silences. The title itself, Gimbap and Onigiri, feels like a promise of coexistence rather than contrast. Different origins, similar comforts. Episode 1 doesn't rush to define where this relationship is heading, and that restraint works in its favor. There's no sweeping declaration or dramatic hook, just the sense that two people, worn down in different ways, have found a brief moment of warmth in the same space. It's a gentle beginning, but an intentional one. Gimbap and Onigiri starts by reminding us that sometimes romance doesn't begin with sparks. It begins with being fed when you're too tired to ask.
リンさんといる